Welcome, inquisitive minds and answer enthusiasts, asking the most important whys people of today looking to the future should know. Together, we are outlining for you the greatest knowledge of the most knowledgeable of the 21st century. Today's topic: why is holding the US dollar a financial trap? And why is it catastrophic to hold your savings in your bank account? Billionaire Micheal Saylor, the founder and executive chairman of MicroStrategy, will tell you in this video. Saylor is known for his bullish thesis and investments in Bitcoin. He brings up strong arguments about the devaluation of the US dollar, the world's principal reserve currency since the end of World War II. It is the most widely used currency for international trade and transactions, and is thus often considered a hard and safe haven currency. The following speech was held by him in Prague in June, in which you will see him giving significant historic and economic evidence why saving your money is making you poorer, not richer.
The world reserve currency is the dollar. It's collapsing against assets like the S&P index, like real estate, like gold, like art. And this is a sobering thought. If we had sound money, the dollar wouldn't collapse. But you've probably seen this chart. This is the dollar collapsing against consumer goods. Consumer goods, the dollar is 95% weaker. Means consumer goods are 20 times more expensive today than 100 years ago. And so the dollar has collapsed 99% against gold in that same 100 years, not 95%. By the way, gold is not scarce. We keep creating more gold. We get better at it, but at the end of the day, it's a bit more scarce than Netflix videos, and it's a bit more scarce than drywall. Let's talk about something that's even more scarce. The 500 most valuable companies in the S&P. The US dollar has lost 99.8% of its value against the S&P index over that same 100 years. That is actually a closer measure to the inflation rate. This is the world's strongest currency. This is the currency backed by the country that won every war in the last 100 years. This is as good as it's going to get for you. This is as good as it gets. It will get worse. Now, how do you measure inflation? If I measure inflation against something I can manufacture for free, inflation doesn't look that high. If I measure inflation against a yardstick that is fixed, that's thermodynamically sound, then you see the true measure of inflation. S&P is one example of that. This is Miami Beach. Miami Beach runs 96 blocks. There's that much beach. 100 years ago, there was that much beach. No amount of semiconductor technology or factories make more beach. The dollar has fallen 99.8% against the beach in 100 years. That's how you start to see what's really going on with the world's strongest currency. Now I have some bad news for you. We're not in America. We're in another country. Foreign currencies are collapsing against the dollar. This is the Argentine peso against the dollar. In 20 years, the peso goes from 1 to 500. The peso's lost 99.8% of its value against the dollar at the same time that the dollar's lost 75% of its value against the S&P index. I'll let you do the math. There's only one strategy here. You have to get out of that peso. You have to exit. This is the lira. This is before this week. It lost 95% of its value. Now the number is about 97% of its value against the dollar. This is the rupee. It's lost 90% of its value against the dollar. So that 99.8% loss is another 90%. So we're kind of running out of numbers to calculate just how much of your wealth has gone from you to the government. When the government actually collapses the currency 99.9%, what it means is over 100 years, they in essence take all of your wealth and they redistribute it to their cronies, to whoever they want. And that's the rate at which it's going. This is Pakistan, 82% against the dollar. This is the Brazilian real, 65% against the dollar.
As you could see, it is catastrophic to hold your savings in the form of your nation's currency, or any nation's currency. This means when inflation rates are especially high, your money is losing its value, even quicker than you may imagine. But how can you exit? Are there other possibilities? In order to preserve wealth, investors must convert their currency into assets that are scarce, desirable, portable, durable, and maintainable. If you liked this content, don't hesitate to give this video a like and follow the channel for more things people of today looking to the future should know. If you want to know why holding real estate, stocks, or gold is similar to holding the US dollar, then you should click here. Your future you will thank you.